Tuya has to say.
Carbon markets framework. Last week, we just finished a public participation meeting, and we are at the tail end of finalizing our regulations to back our Climate Change Act. We are reviewing our Environmental Management and Coordination Act. We have just set up the designated national authority, putting in place structures for carbon markets registries. We are working on our Forest Management and Coordination Act, again, to ensure that we capitalize on our nature-based solutions to the climate crisis action that we need to see. We are accelerating the transformation of our linear waste management system into a circular economy, and among a raft of activities that we are working on is to set up demonstration material recovery facilities across the country in order to make this big leap from linear waste management to circularity. As a result, we will hold a side event during the UNEA 6 around circularity. Again, it is a moment for us as a country to focus, as we host UNEA 6, on how sharp and focused our own environmental challenges, which have been highlighted by my sister here. Kenya has borne the brunt of the effects of the droughts, the cyclic floods, and a number of climate crises that we really have to tighten up our belts and step up in making sure that our bottom-up economic transformation agenda is making specific responses to the need for us to tackle head-on the climate and environmental crisis that we face. One of our biggest programs, as is known the world over, is our ecosystem restoration program, and we will be keenly looking to participate and negotiate to make sure that the resolutions that we see coming out of UNEA 6 will really capitalize on the nature-based solutions, and for us as a country, focusing on enhancing our ecosystem restoration program, which it is important also to note that our president, being the host president of UNEA 6, happening right in our country, will also, as the head of state and government's coordinator for the region, the African region on climate change, he will be present at the UNEA 6, and we are hoping that we will have other heads of state joining in, and His Excellency the President will be there on the 29th on the high-level opening day, and on the same day we will also be engaging in line with the established UNEA tradition. We will be hosting a reception for all the delegates, and I'm sure as we stand at 3,000, I know that by the time we are closing next week, we will hit the 5,000 mark. And I'm pleased to note that we have set up an interministerial team to support UNEP and all the organizers of UNEA 6 to make sure that we are going to have a very seamless movement of delegates, that we are going to have a very seamless, all the logistics that need to go into making UNEA 6 a major success. During the entire duration of UNEA 6, there will be a showcase of Kenya's rich cultural heritage, climate action potential, and touristic offering to visiting delegates at the venue. And we thank UNEP for facilitating the setting up of a Kenya House at the venue. I guess that comes with being the privileged host of UNEA 6. UNEA 6 will, without doubt, be an intense week of many related activities, including bilateral meetings and hundreds of side events. I encourage media to keenly follow the conversations and report the outcomes of this meeting. As the host country, We look forward to the outcomes, and I said to very sharp resolutions, and I will be actively participating with colleague ministers, and I'm happy that we have 70 confirmed, and I'm sure we will have more to make sure that we pull together to enhance the solutions that are badly needed to respond to the triple planetary crisis of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. With those few remarks, I will stop there and looking forward to more engagements. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Tuya. And now to our final speaker, Ms. Ohalek, who will give us a quick rundown of what to expect at the
That is the Environment Cabinet Secretary Soipan Tuya there addressing a briefing on the United Nations Environment Assembly that will be happening during this year. It's happening in Kenya. Of course, 5,000 people expected to attend that particular assembly. She says that the 3,000 mark has been crossed in terms of registration. They are hoping by the end of the week or so, we will hit the 5,000 mark. Of course, our reporters are on the beat. They will be bringing you details of that in our subsequent bulletins. In studio